DPH at a friend's house. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from Joseph Caulder. The drug used was Diphenhydramine at a dose of 575 milligrams. The route of administration was orally. Gender, male. Prior experience includes DPH, and the setting is at a friend's house. So here we have another Diphenhydramine report, where a user and his friend experience a variety of hallucinations and a series of different mind states. And this experience does tie in the theme of the Hat Man, which has been a common figure among delirium experiences. So I think you guys will find this one interesting, and without further ado, let's dive right into it. I have dabbled in the realms of DPH a few times before, but nothing came close to this trip. All my other times, I just got tired and felt attached to the bed. Plain and simple. In an attempt to meet Hat Man, me and a friend, whose name will stay disclosed, went to the local Dollar Tree to pick up allergy pills with the intent of tripping on them, as we have done so before. After the purchase, we walk back to his house and wait until his mom falls asleep. Fast forward to around 10 to 10:30 p.m., we ration out the pills and begin to partake. After the first 10 pills, I knew there wasn't any coming back. 23 pills in total later, we begin to do as normal and play Xbox. About 30 to 45 minutes later, he started to feel the effects and have slight visuals, but I lacked all the telltale signs of tripping. I heard voices of people from what seemed to be the 1800s, and would shush my friend so I continued to hear their conversation. Little did I know, nobody was there. Shortly after that, I was hit with a wave of sheer visuals, seeing spiders everywhere. Me and my friend sat watching the spiders and laughing at each other when we saw the spiders running around everywhere. I have a terrible fear of spiders, but on the DPH, I felt no fear at all. Rather, I felt curious and euphoric. The big spiders were translucent, but still noticeable, while the small spiders on the wall were dark and abundant. I take a peek down the hallway and am astonished by what I see. I see a gremlin crawling around the midst of the dark hallway in front of me. I continue to stare for what seemed to be a few seconds, but it turned out to be 30 minutes, as I was told. I take another peek out of curiosity and see Hat Man, but a very angry and demonic Hat Man indeed. I see a woman and another dark figure alongside them. All seemed demonic. I didn't realize at first, but those were the people I heard talking from the 1800s. Top hat, suit and tie, with a rustic-looking shave that fit the description of people from the 19th century. I stare at them for what seemed to be, again, a few seconds, but turned out to be hours. They were screaming at me and crawling up and down the ceilings. By this time, I was very antisocial and I couldn't keep a sentence going. I would just stop in the middle of speaking. My friend was quite silent as well, but we still managed to explain the effects we saw to each other. After a few hours of that, probably around 4 a.m., we decided to head to bed. I was suddenly awoken. I looked down to see cockroaches crawling on me. I felt very hot and sweaty, so I got up and grabbed a water bottle. Walking was a very, very hard task at this time. I then decided to go to the bathroom to rinse my face and all that. I found myself going to the bathroom for extended periods of time while on DPH and continue to keep going every 10 to 15 minutes. I am clueless on why. As I entered the bathroom, I was lacking depth perception, so I couldn't find the light switch, but I didn't care. I then got an idea, a strange one. I was so hot that I poured a water bottle on my head while lying in the bathtub, clueless on how I got there. I felt possessed by Hat Man and his friends because they all seemed demonic. I felt like a zombie. About an hour later, his mom awakens from hearing me stumble around in the bathroom. She opened the door and sees me covered in water without the lights on, and then, very worried, asked me what happened. I replied with, "Just going to the bathroom." After a scary 5-minute convo, she lets me go back to bed, but still worried of me. She had a good clue that I was tripping, but didn't have a rock-solid claim. As I awake in the morning around 10 a.m., I again see cockroaches all over me, but I knew that it was all a mind game, so I didn't mind. His mom was up by the time I was, so she called me into the living room to sit down and talk to me about what happened, but again, I said I was fine. That same day, I headed off to work at around 1 p.m., feeling like a straight zombie.